the Webster Technique, and what is it that can provide for a mother who haven't heard about chiropractic really, but she hears about the Webster Technique, or what is it?
Well, it's a very specific adjustment of the sacrum, which is that triangle bone. You know, you got the triangle bone and you got the pelvis coming around. So, first off, if that bone is out of alignment, it's going to put pressure on the nerves. And we talked about the importance of the mother's nervous system functioning. So we want to make sure there's no pressure on the nerves. So she's got maximum function and the baby developing does. The other thing, if that triangle bone is out of alignment, the whole pelvis follows it and twists. Well, now the baby's in there, and as they're trying to grow in there, they're a little kind of, you know, squeezed. I mean, it's a small space to begin with, but you want to make sure you got balance there to give the best space you can. So they might be contorted off in this position. Now, trying to come out, if it's out of balance, it's going to be difficult, more difficult for them. So we certainly want it balanced as she approaches the birth. And if it's out of balance throughout her pregnancy, that will compromise potentially where the baby can line up. We want the baby to line up in a certain position where it's going to be easiest for them to come out. If they're in some other position, it's going to be harder to come out. I mean, it's designed a certain way, and it's designed that way for a reason. So some people say, well, we gave birth for, you know, centuries, why all of a sudden? The big reason is because we sit all day. And women are sitting now longer and longer. I mean, granted, we've sat from kindergarten to 12th grade. You know, women have been doing that for many years. But now preschool and kids are sitting earlier. And then they come home from school, and instead of running outside and playing, they're sitting in front of a TV or sitting in front of a computer. So all their lives they're sitting. And now women are coming out and going to higher levels of college. That's another 6 years that they're sitting. Then they come out and they get a job. More women are working now, and they're sitting at their jobs. And that position knocks the pelvis out of alignment. That continuous repetitive posture will affect her pelvic alignment and, as we said, the baby's ability to get into that position and come out. So because of our modern lifestyle, our human body isn't doing the things it should be doing, and we need something to kind of counteract that and bring the balance back. So it's an adjustment, very light, with a drop table. We find just the spot and we make the adjustment, and that brings back the balance. And of course, people who've had pain, or they're having back pain, or sciatica, or this or that, they feel great after it because, oh, that's gone. We help teach them how to sit correctly and how to work with their body while it's pregnant. And it's imperative, I think, you know, to be adjusted coming into birth, so you got everything functioning. So that's what it is. And what we have observed, the crazy thing is, for some of these moms coming in and the baby's transverse or posterior or breech, we start making this adjustment, whoop, the baby goes head down. We're not turning or anything, we're just doing a chiropractic adjustment, but creating the balance that needs to be. The baby goes, thank you, now I can go where I have to go. And that's essentially, you know, what it does. So, yes, moms, get checked, find a chiropractor who works with pregnant moms. It's just very, very